in your community, listening, responding, finding solutions. This is WCPO 9 News at 11.
Well, thanks for joining us here tonight after Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Unfortunately for some, internet is down. In southeast Indiana, fiber optic cable was cut in Cincinnati. WCPO 9 News senior reporter Sean Delancey shows us how it's causing a lot of trouble for businesses.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Hello and thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm Chet Lehman. Our top story. Might be the last day of school today in Bozeman, but the conversations about education never stop.
Good evening, I'm Jill Valley. Your MTN 530 News starts right now on KPAX.
It was pretty scary, but I didn't know it was a grizz. It happened so fast.
A Frenchtown teenager shot and killed a grizzly bear in self-defense in the family's backyard. A large town pump may be on the horizon in Frenchtown, but some residents are still fighting back.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Earlier this week, we received a tip that a grizzly bear was shot and killed near Frenchtown.
Coming up on your MTN 530 News, a looming livestock threat.
I'm MTN's Madison Collier in Great Falls, and coming up, I'm looking at what you need to know about the New World screwworm and what it means for Montana.
Plus, climate case closed.
I'm Jonathan Ambarian in Helena. A group of young plaintiffs suffered a defeat in federal court this week as judges ruled against their request to revive a lawsuit against the Trump administration's energy policies. I'll have the latest on where the case could go from here.
And later, trendy treatment.
I mean, like I said, I'm seeing good results in some patients and things like that already.
Everyday people are turning to performance-enhancing drugs for the perfect body. A closer look at the risks and rewards.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening and thank you for trusting KRTV for your 530 News. I'm Tim McGonigal. First tonight, Montana livestock producers are being urged to stay vigilant after a case of a New World screwworm was confirmed in Texas. Well, thanks, Ryan. Well, finally tonight, as many of you may already know, beginning Monday, the way we deliver news is undergoing a transformation. We here at MTN feel it's for the better, but some of the familiar faces you've grown accustomed to at certain times of day will change. Our morning and evening newscasts will look different. However, you'll still be receiving in-depth and comprehensive coverage from Great Falls and Helena from the dedicated journalists you've come to trust. As for me, I won't be anchoring in the traditional sense, but will continue to bring you news from throughout the region. I'll still be here, just not behind the desk. I encourage you to keep watching and stay in touch with me through social media, email, or simply calling the station. And if you see me on the street, stop by and say hello.
13 Action News starts now with breaking news.
That breaking news as we come on the air tonight at 6, we're following a police presence at St. Charles Hospital in Oregon.
WTOL 11 breaking news now.
We thought maybe it was fireworks, and when we came out, when we was coming out, my husband saw us, and then we just saw like bodies all on the ground.
All you heard was shots. Everybody got to run in. It's just crazy. Like, we can't have fun no more. Like, we supposed to be turning up, having fun. Y'all want to shoot and stuff. Like, nah, I like my life.
Right out of the gate, we are following breaking news. A mass shooting near the Old West End Festival today. Here's what we know at this hour. At least 12 people were shot. At least 2 of those 12 in critical condition. And the festival has been canceled for tomorrow.
Spring's new color and warmth can make you feel like you're on cloud 9. But with storm season rolling in, it's important to keep dry in a pinch. Cake First Alert helps you stay prepared when it counts. With 24-hour weather surveillance, our teams got you covered on air, online, and on your device.
Rain or shine, your day is safe with us.
Let your worries evaporate with Cake First Alert, your severe weather authority.
This summer, helping Kansas families is as simple as your next trip to the grocery store. Kate, Dylan's, and the Kansas Food Bank are teaming up for the Summer of a Million Meals, helping provide food for children and families facing hunger during the summer months. You can help by rounding up your purchase at any Dylan's location or donating featured items right here in the store. Join Kate, Dylan's, and the Kansas Food Bank to fight summer hunger. Visit cake.com/millionmeals to learn more.
ABC 10 Breaking News now.
All right, thanks for joining us. I'm Walt Gray.
And I'm Monica Woods. A busy Monday for us, as you saw with that breaking news. Thanks so much for joining us. We have a lot to cover today. From an attack against a family that appears to be random to World Cup fever.
All right, let's go back to that breaking news happening now. 2 fires are burning in our area.
Yeah, you're looking at video of a large grass fire burning near Puda Creek. That's going to be in Yolo County, and a fire burning at a warehouse type business near Rancho Cordova. Sorry about that video there. Hopefully we get that fixed.
It's breaking news. Okay, then let's start with the grass fire, which is burning right now. That's Yolo County.
Now at 6, brand new primary election results coming in as Nithya Raman officially edges out Spencer Pratt in the LA mayoral primary for a November showdown with Karen Bass. We are live with reaction.
Plus, twin boys and their father are dead in what authorities are calling a murder-suicide. We are live in Canoga Park with this family tragedy.
And the World Cup is just days away. The excitement is mounting as the U.S. men's national team holds its only public practice today. All now on the news at 6. Good evening. I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. We begin with big news in the race for California governor. Our partners at News Nation's Decision Desk HQ are projecting Javier Becerra will face Republican Steve Hilton in the general election this November.
82% of the votes are now in. Becerra still leading with 28% of the vote. He leads by nearly 200,000 votes.
This is Philippine Culture.
Live mula sa GMA Network Center, ito ang 24 Oras.
Magandang gabi, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Pinaguho ng magnitude 7.8 na lindol.
Ano bang hamon?
Pilipino tayo.
Lahat po kakayanin po natin.
Hindi po tayo uunlad kung wala akong tulungan.
Ano bang panahon?
Hindi ko yan pwedeng pabayaan. Kapwa po natin Pilipino yan.
Tapat na maglilingkod.
ABS-CBN News Center, Manila. Ito ang TV Patrol!
Lord, bako lang mo yun. Oh my God, Lord. Kita ninyo sa
Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Simulan natin ang balitaan sa malakas na lindol na tumama sa ilang lugar sa Mindanao.
This is ABC News. I'm Gemma Vaness, and these are the top stories we're following this morning. Iran and Israel have announced they're halting direct attacks against each other for now. Both sides say they're poised to open fire, especially if the situation in Lebanon deteriorates further. That follows a recent flare-up in hostilities, which threatened to plunge the Middle East back into all-out war. Major changes to the National Disability Insurance Scheme, aimed at saving $38 billion over 4 years, are being scrutinised in Senate hearings starting this morning. The cuts to the scheme include giving broader powers to the NDIS minister, more automated decision-making, and expectations some parents will get less support. Emergency response teams are assessing the damage from a 7.8 magnitude earthquake in the Philippines, which has killed at least 35 people. The quake struck off the island of Mindanao, triggering tsunami warnings. It could be felt more than 400 kilometres away in neighbouring Southeast Asian nations. And Australians are feeling less satisfied with life now than during the COVID pandemic, according to new data out today. The country's cost of living crisis, along with falling real wages, are thought to be affecting people's sense of well-being. Let's get more now on our top story, the fragile suspension of direct attacks between Israel and Iran. Here's Middle East correspondent Matthew Doran.
Where the news comes first. You're watching News Channel 2 at 10.
New tonight, a home in the Otsego County town of Milford fully engulfed in flames when crews arrived. What we learned from the Otsego County Emergency Services. Also new tonight, we've learned state police are investigating a death in the area of Lock 22 near Durhamville, near the canal. We'll give you the latest on the investigation. And with Election Day 8 days away, a former mayor throws his hat back in the ring. We'll tell you why he changed his mind.
Now, the news with Jason Pallas.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. One person suffered minor injury.
Tonight at 11, families in Scott County, Virginia are still concerned the area is a pediatric cancer cluster, despite the State Department of Health saying it's not.
The Carter County Budget Committee voted to table funding cuts to the Elizabethton Senior Center after considering slashing multiple line items last week.
The Johnson City Doughboys held their home opener today at TVA Credit Union Ballpark. News Channel 11 at 11 starts now.
Live coverage from the team you can trust. This is News Channel 11 at 11.
Parts of the Tri-Cities saw some flooding as localized heavy rain poured around parts of the region.
Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds standing by with a first look at the forecast on this Monday. Rain on the way for the rest of the week, right, Mark?
Yeah, that certainly is true each and every day. And we saw a little bit of flooding outside of Limestone, especially in the parts of Greene County, as we had some water over the roadways there earlier today.